So guys, is Amir Khan and Terence Crawford a pay-per-view fight in the US? Bearing in mind it'd be $80, is it a pay-per-view fight? Listen, I think for it to be a pay-per-view fight, I feel that there has to be big names, right? It has to be a competitive fight, right? And it has to be for some kind of title, you know? Now, for me, these three categories are ticked for this fight. It's, in my opinion, a very competitive fight, although a lot of people think it's not. So there can definitely be a question mark there because a lot of people don't think it's a competitive fight. They think Crawford will win easy. I don't think so. So in my eyes, it's a very competitive fight. Very, very competitive fight. A lot more competitive than Broner Pacquiao, trust me. And it's for a world title. And it's two big names. Let's be honest. I would say Khan's a bigger name, but I think Crawford's also a big name. He's obviously the best fighter in the world, so he's definitely got some kind of name. Although he didn't do great in his pay-per-view fight that he had with Posto, I still think that, you know, Posto wasn't really a big name either, you know, whereas I think Khan obviously adds a lot of value to the fight. He's a massive name and a massive draw, I personally believe. And I think when you combine them two together, it'll definitely make for a big fight. Now, I think it's a pay-per-view fight. Do I think it does big pay-per-view numbers? I don't. I don't think it does big pay-per-view numbers. I just don't. I think a lot of people, although Amir Khan is a brilliant fighter and he's obviously made a big name in America, I do think a lot of people do think probably Amir Khan has had better days. And they probably don't see this fight as that competitive. And I don't think as many people will buy the fight. Although I would buy it because, like I said, I think it is competitive and it's Amir Khan. I'd buy any Amir Khan fight. I'd watch it. I'll watch any of his fights. So from my point of view, yes, I would buy it, but I don't know whether the general public will, you know, get you know, attached to this fight. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's a great fight though. Stylistically, it's a great fight. But like I said, Paulie Malignaggi made a few points when it was a Dillian Whyte Chisora fight about this fight, saying that, you know, a few years ago, that I think this would have been a very, very intriguing fight because Crawford's a slick boxer and Amir Khan does very good against slick boxers, and it would have been a very intriguing to see, you know, who would have come out on top. But he goes, right now you have to favour Crawford massively because he goes, I don't feel Amir Khan's got his legs that he used to. So there's a lot of people that think that, you know, Khan's not the fighter he was. So it's a great opportunity for Amir Khan to prove a lot of people wrong. Because I do think that this Amir Khan's peak, this is a 50-50 fight, or you probably even edge towards Amir Khan in the fight, I personally think. But because of the fact that, you know, Amir Khan didn't look great in his last fight, and he is 32 now, people think that his age, he's had a lot of hard fights. People think that this fight's not going to be competitive. So I don't know how well the pay-per-view does. I generally don't know how well the pay-per-view does. I don't know whether people are going to buy into it in America. I don't think it's going to do huge numbers, if I'm totally honest. I think it's a great fight, but I don't know. I think it deserves to be on pay-per-view because of my opinion of the fight. It's just my opinion. There might be other people that don't think it's a competitive fight. There might be other people that don't think Khan and Crawford are huge names, you know. So, and there might be other people that don't think it's a good fight at all. So, you know, it depends on your perception. It's just that, you know, I personally think, you know, that the fight deserves to be on pay-per-view, but I don't think it's going to do huge numbers. Let's not forget, it is for the WBO welterweight world title as well. So there's obviously, and then the fact that you combine two big names, it definitely has the ingredients of a pay-per-view fight. But just because it has the ingredients of a pay-per-view fight, that doesn't mean that it does good numbers on pay-per-view. So that's my take on it. I think it's a pay-per-view fight, definitely, especially in the United States. It's not a pay-per-view fight in the UK because I don't think people would buy it 4 o'clock in the morning to wake up to buy it. So I don't think it's a pay-per-view fight in the UK, but I do think that it's a pay-per-view fight, but a pay-per-view fight that I don't think does big numbers. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you think Khan Crawford's a pay-per-view fight in the US? Would you buy it? Leave your thoughts, guys. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.